Welcome to the Cryptosphere. This is Cryptogenic coming at you. Today is January 31st, 2021. We are bullish right now. That's right, Timothy. XRP to the moon. Nino. Revel Gains. Good to see you folks. We are in this. We're going to take a look at the market today. I am pretty excited here because I made this chart back in late December. And I've been showing this chart since the beginning of the year. And really, this whole channel, after I made this chart, I started this channel because this whole channel revolves around this one idea. That there's only been 2 times in its previous history in which XRP was in this area on the Bitcoin chart. And both times it made its way down to this area on the Bitcoin chart, we saw major explosive price movement. Explosive. Bullish. And so my thought was, we're down here again. What do you think's going to happen? And so at the end of the day, as far as I'm concerned, this has nothing to do with the SEC. This has nothing to do with the Telegram pump group. Those things might be the catalysts. I think the SEC was the catalyst that got it down into this range that it needed to get into. We wouldn't have had this final bearish candle, this engulfing bearish candle right here, without the SEC. That got it down into this range over here. And maybe the pump that's coming tomorrow morning, maybe the catalyst is a Telegram group. But the fact of the matter is, the XRP pump is something that the chart has been telling us for some time is going to happen and is only a matter of time. So, yeah, the question is, what are you going to do about it? That's the question. And this is both dangerous and beautiful. I mean, it's dangerous for XRP. I mean, because this is literally going to be a pump and dump, guys. I mean, I think if we're honest about it, this is not like what we're going to see happen tomorrow. There's an organic component to it because the fundamentals of XRP are there. And, you know, regardless of how you look at it, at some point, we're going to see the XRP explosive movement, explosive price action simply because of its fundamentals. However, this pump and dump is not fundamentals based in a sense. It's hype. Okay? However, somebody asked me, is it sustainable? A lot of people ask, is it sustainable? When I say it's a pump and dump, I need to qualify that. I don't believe that we're ever coming back down into this range again. Well, not for a long time at least. I believe that this thing, let's look at another chart here. You see, we were way down here. Honestly, we can go back and see that we came down. We went lower than that. I think. No. Way down here at 740 Satoshis. And now we're way up here at 1,467 Satoshis on the BTC chart. So look at this. I mean, if we're looking at this on the BTC chart, we have already doubled. That's 100%. Whereas if we look at this on the USD chart, yeah, we've more than doubled here. So on the USD chart, if we go all the way to the bottom, we're sitting at 180%. Actually, I think I did that wrong. Let's go back to the BTC chart. Well, what did I do? What did I do? Okay, sorry. I'm going to go back to the BTC chart. I'm going to look at this on the 4-hour. Yep, it did go lower. If we go back over here, all the way to the bottom is about 626 Satoshis. So we haven't even begun to see this thing take off on the BTC chart. I think the real money is going to be made on the BTC chart. But there is some money to be made here on this USD chart. So what are you guys thinking? Nino says, I'm really curious about the Telegram group. It has about 200,000 members now. Doe asked the question, $1, $2, $3, $4, which is correct? All right, I'm going to address both of those issues. All right. So the big question is, how high can this go? I guess one question is, what can a Telegram group do? And how high can this thing go? So this is the daily chart. You know, I've put some trend lines here. You got this trend line here. We've been saying that we need to stay above this trend line to be in the bullish progression. And then this is support and resistance. This is support and resistance. I think, first of all, nobody knows for sure. But I think that there's a good argument that if there is a real pump that starts tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. with a sizable number of people, like hundreds of thousands of people buying at the same time, at the same moment, it could push the price 1,500% or more over a period of a couple of weeks, if it keeps going. However, so first of all, if let's say we see price action that goes 1,500%, you're talking about going from about 30 cents to about $4.50. All right. So I definitely think that's possible. I think 1,000% is very possible, basically up to the $3 mark. But it just depends on whether this thing is real or not and how real it is. Crypto Violin. What's cracking, broski? I finally got on here and it didn't kick me off. Thanks, bro. So, fib levels. You want to see fib levels. Man, there's so many things to talk about here. All right. I'm going to hide. Oops, let's see. If I can hide these drawings. And then maybe if I can punch in here. And then if I can go to the weekly chart, then we can look at some macro fib levels. And if we're going to do some macro fib levels here, let's see. I'm not going to use the scam wick here because that's just not real. It went to 0. Let's see. First of all, let's just do a fib on this move right here. All right, let's see. Let's grab a, oops, I'm in the wrong one. Where am I? Where's my Fibonacci retracement tool? Sorry. Sorry, guys. My computer is acting real slow for some reason. All right, if I go swing high to swing low. Sorry, this is upside down. All right, so if I go to the high, and then I go to the low, of this move. Sorry, I should have started with a clean chart. I got all these drawings on here. So basically, I'm Fibonacci retracement levels Let me hide this. I'm gonna hide this. I'm gonna hide this. I have another chart with the fibs already on there. I should have hide this. All right, so if we're looking for the Fibonacci retracement levels just at this kind of micro level, it looks something like this. Hide this. All right. So it looks something like this. All right. So you can see what happened here, right? All the way over here back in mid-November, we had been fighting to get above this 0.382 for quite some time. Since really we hadn't been above it since 2017. So this was a multi-year line here. We break above it and we touch the 0.618. We blast above the 0.618 and we touch the 0.833. And so the SEC lawsuit announcement happened right here. Matter of fact, if we look at it on the daily, you can actually see the day. It happened right there. And it brought us all the way back down into this region here, all the way back down into the bottom fib level. Right? You can see that better, all the way back down into the 0.236. So basically, we're trying to get above this level here. Basically, we're trying to break above 50 cents. That's where the support and resistance. To me, it makes more sense just to look at support and resistance levels, because if we look at support and resistance levels, what did I do here? If we look at all of our support and resistance levels, first of all, we can see that we've came back and touched the very place that the lawsuit kind of tanked us. I mean, we dropped right from there. We've done this whole kind of U, and now we're coming up and we're trying to break back above that level, basically to take us all the way back to December 22nd. Like, that's what this move is doing for us right here. Once we get above this line here, above 50 cents, and turn that into support, then that's when the real breakout's going to begin. So, yeah, I definitely see that happening tomorrow morning. I want to go back and show you what I was doing here. I had these support and resistance levels. I'm going to have to redraw this chart. I don't know what I did. But we look at this thing. Actually, I think I was looking at it on the hourly. We can see very clear support and resistance levels on the hourly. So you see you got this one here at about 51 cents. And then you got another one that's down here. Was it down here? I have to look at it more on the macro to see if it's confirmed. I'm going to put it here for a second. Go back to the daily and see. Do we have confirmation? Yeah. So you see that? You see how right here, like we're trying to get up above this, it was resistance here, resistance, resistance, resistance. It's probably somewhere more like this. And even here we came down and touched it. So yeah, now we're just bumping on this resistance level here, and this line here, this 39.40 cents line, is now support. So does that make sense? I'm missing all the comments here. Oh man. But yeah, you know, this is a moment. But you know, I think what I wanted to say, what I'm looking at here, I think the money is to be made on the BTC chart. Because look, I mean, this could be a good thing, but in the long run, if you dump your bags at $3, or if you dump your bags at $1, you've pretty much you've lost your bags. You know what I mean? It's like this could be just another attempt to take your XRP away. And so the question for me is, like, how do we participate in this without on the other side of this looking back and saying, man, I dumped my XRP bags at $3 to kind of participate in this pump. And now 9 months later, XRP is like $29 or even a lot more. I saw one feasible chart I thought was very feasible that projected a $185 XRP by November. So, you know, we can be excited about this, but if we dump, they win. I mean, another side of it is, you know, you can buy in the morning or buy tonight or whatever, and then sell whatever you buy now and just hold your bags. But yeah, you know, my thought is, so what I'm doing actually, and my trading group is doing, is we're trading on Prime XBT, which means we're not actually buying XRP. We're trading against XRP on Prime XBT. And that allows us to ride the pump. Rambler, remind everyone what you said about the lesson learned between earning tens of thousands versus hundreds of thousands. Dude, I don't remember. When did I say that? Yeah, Guillermo, to have some profit, there's no way I'm going to dump all of my bags. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. That's kind of how I'm looking at it as well. So I'm actually going to hold my bags through the whole thing. The reason why I like trading on Prime XBT, in our Patreon Zoom meeting, Ramblers in my Patreon group. Dude, I can't remember what I said. I was such a daze last night. Yeah, you know, like, see, this is for me the difference between investing and trading. I am 90% investing, 10% trading. So my investment bags, I don't dump those. Not until they hit my targets. And even then I don't dump them. I have an exit strategy where I'll transfer them to other assets that have yet to pump. But my targets for XRP are much bigger than $3 or $4. And so that would not be worth dumping my bags. But in my trading account, I'm going to trade the heck out of that junk and take profits on those trades. And so I'm not holding the trades because in actuality on Prime XBT, you're not actually buying XRP. You're trading against XRP with BTC as your collateral. But what that does is it gives us the opportunity to take profit on this pump without risking our actual bags of XRP. So, oh, but this is what I wanted to show you. Let's see. Oh, I don't even have the chart up here that I wanted to show you. Let me see. Let's see if I can open it. I wanted to look at the Dogecoin pump, because I think there's something here that I want us to see. All right. So this is the weekly. I mean, look at that. Like one humongous engulfing bullish candle. But let's say we look at it on the 4-hour. All right. So these levels, right? You can see these support and resistance levels. So, you know, this was a classic pump and dump, right? I mean, Dogecoin, it's, Yeah, I mean, okay, there was for real 1,000%. I mean, they announced that LTC is joining the Flare network too, but there hasn't been 1,000% LTC pump. So, I mean, at the end of the day, this was just some people who decided to pump Dogecoin. So this was a major pump and dump. It had nothing to do with the technicals, right? However, even though it had nothing to do with the technicals, arguably, still, if you look at this pump, even though there was a major dump, I mean, let's see, how much was the dump? From the top of this thing down to where it is now, it so far has dumped 47% of what it gained, right? So you could say, oh, that was a major dump, right? However, from where it was, it spiked 805, well, I think it was more than that. Am I doing that right? 833%. That was the total pump. But even now where it is, you're still up 391%. So the point I'm making is even if we see 1,000% spike of XRP, like even if this junk goes up to $3 and then drops back down to $1.20, we're still looking at major profitability here. In other words, my idea is I don't think it's going back down to 30 cents. Maybe never. Like I think the opportunity to buy XRP for 30 cents is gone. So will it have a 20% drop? Mahmoud Eltir, I'm so sorry, Mahmoud. I'm so sorry, I must have mispronounced your name. Mahmoud, I think it's Mahmoud. Am I correct? He says, the question is, will XRP have a 20% drop towards all-time high? How can we benefit from that? So the thing for me is I don't know when the drop's going to come. Sure, it's going to drop. I mean, if XRP is going to explode, which I anticipate it will. But at some point at the top of that, people are just human beings. People are going to start taking profits. At some point, people are going to start taking profits because none of us know how high it's going to go. And so the people who think it's not going to break $1, they're going to start taking profits at $1. And then if it breaks $1, the people who think it's not going to break $2, they're going to start taking profits at $2. It just depends on how quickly people try to cash out of this thing. And so if more people continue to buy, even after it breaks its all-time high, the price will continue to soar. But if people are taking profits, the hard thing about a pump and dump like this is that people are going to lose. Some people are going to lose in the end. The people who get all excited and they jump in the game late and it's already up, $2, $3 and they start buying it. I mean, that's risky. That's just really, really risky. Really, really risky. Sportability 77, he says, I got a 5X long. See, you're a gangster for that. I don't think I'm 5X long, but I might be 2X long right now. But my plan is to add leverage as my profit, as my unrealized profit increases, so that I'm adding leverage against my unrealized profit instead of just gambling. Because this also could be a bull trap. Mahmoud, thank you, bro. I'm so happy to hear that. Can we tell XRP's future price using the Dogecoin chart? No, we can't. I actually watched a video earlier today in which a guy basically looked at, which video was that? I wonder if I can find it. But he basically tried to take Dogecoin's volume and mathematically try to figure out, based on what happened in the Dogecoin pump, if the same thing happens, where will XRP go? Here it is. I'll show you the video. It's called the Working Money Channel. I'll drop a link to his video in the chat. I thought it was pretty cool the way he did that. But basically, his idea was, if the same thing happens in terms of volume to XRP that happened to Dogecoin, you're looking at a $4.50 XRP at the end of it. Yeah, Nino says, I just don't have enough confidence in the Telegram group. They say to hodl instead of pump and dump, but we all know there will be a dump. There will certainly be a dump. I agree. I mean, they also said don't start buying it until February 1st at 8:30 a.m., and we've all seen what's happened. You know, people are buying the crap out of it already. Guillermo. So the only pairs I do are BTC. But there is something interesting to show you guys on another note, on the ETH BTC chart. This is interesting. Ethereum, Bitcoin. See, for me, I always love to look at the Bitcoin charts because I believe that the value of any coin is measured not in its USD value, but in its BTC value. Okay. Yeah, so this is the weekly. I'm going to get rid of this other stuff because we don't need to see the RSI. Look at this. You see this white line? This is a multi-year trend line, a multi-year resistance point on the BTC chart. Do you see this? This is Ethereum against XRP. Sorry, this is Ethereum on the Bitcoin chart. Okay. We just broke, just last week, for the first time, we broke above this multi-year resistance line. Well, if you look historically what's happened to Ethereum every time it breaks above that multi-year resistance line, which is really has only been this one time, it explodes. And when was this? This was January 2018. Right? By the end of January 2018, this thing peaked against Bitcoin at 0.12 Bitcoin per Ethereum. So at 0.12 Bitcoin per Ethereum, if Bitcoin is $30,000 and one Ethereum is 0.12 Bitcoin, we're talking about a $3,600 Ethereum. So to me, I mean, if you look at the ETH USD chart. Oh, Eduardo. So I'm sorry, I'm all over the place tonight. I'm just kind of giddy right now. I'm like just so excited. It's like the most exciting moment. So he says, I paired BTC XRP before and made a price prediction of $26 to $40. Okay, let me show you how I got that. So here we had a 24,000 Satoshi XRP. 24,000 Satoshis. Okay? So let me open up my calculator. Where is it? There it is. All right, so right now, Bitcoin is $33,163, okay? Times 0.00024. All right, so if XRP hit 24,000 Satoshis, the US dollar equivalent would be $7.95. So if XRP explodes all the way to its all-time high against Bitcoin, if Bitcoin stays at this $33,000 mark, XRP is going to be $7.95. Okay? Let's say Bitcoin hits $100,000. A $100,000 Bitcoin times 0.00024, that's a $24 XRP. So that's where I got that number from. So if Bitcoin continues to climb and XRP climbs to its all-time high against Bitcoin, you're talking about a multiple dollar XRP. And none of us, I don't think anybody believes Bitcoin's at the bottom. I think it's resting, but it's definitely going to push towards higher all-time highs. Okay. Amar says, bro, the Doge 4-hour chart is the same as the XRP weekly chart. So let's look at this. Doge 4-hour, XRP weekly. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like this thing here. And this thing here. Similar, huh? Okay. Same exact candle patterns. Mahmoud, exactly. Above 50 cents, it's mega bullish. I mean, if we're getting a candle close above this 50-cent mark, that is bullish AF. Nino, yes, you are right. You can still buy, sell, or trade XRP on Uphold. Nino says, I just don't have enough confidence in the Telegram group. They say to hodl instead of pump and dump, but we all know that. Oh, we already read that. Yeah, they're definitely going to pump. So that's why I'm just holding my bags, but I'm trading on Prime XBT, and my trading group is trading it together. Doge has a Doge army just like XRP community. That's interesting. Doe, today price right now of XRP is 49 cents. Right now, 49.6 cents. I have a couple buy orders if it goes lower. Rambler, you still there? Did your buy orders go through? My buy order at 44.5 cents went through. Did yours go through? All right. Oh, you think it's going to reach $1 today? Good work, Rambler. 10 minutes till monthly close. Let's look at the monthly. Let's look at the monthly. I didn't even think about that. Good word. Thank you for that, Mahmoud. 10 minutes till monthly close. Or 19 minutes and 52 seconds before the monthly close here. It'd be crazy if we could close that monthly candle above 50 cents. Can XRP reach the big financial news outlets? In a sense, it already has. I mean, if you think of the major partnerships it has around the world, more than 500 partnerships. It's in the news all the time. This is crazy. I mean, if you just look at the previous 2 monthly candles in these last 3 months, the volume in these last 3 months is just incredible. The price action, I mean, you know, it was just sitting down here forever. The seldom one. What are you thinking on that? Schlaxer, 75 cents incoming. Come on. Yeah, I think once it gets above 50 cents, I think it's going to head towards about $1.25 or so pretty quickly. 7 masterminds. My pleasure, bro. This is like too important of a moment to miss. Rambler, yeah, one did. My second one didn't go either. I wonder if we're not going to have a wick. Let's see if I can look at this. You see how on this 4-hour chart, no, the daily chart. I mean, if we look at these dailies, even today we had a wick that went all the way down to 37 cents. I wonder, 17 minutes left. So in the next daily candle that starts in 20 minutes, I wonder if maybe even in the middle of the night, we're not going to have another wick that goes all the way down here. My wife is texting me. Honeydew's coming up. What is this? What am I looking at? Oh, I went back to Dogecoin. How did I get there? Daily. Monthly. 16 minutes. XRP to $1. I still think the price is being manipulated no matter what, but it should put extra pressure on the SEC regardless. I agree. I mean, yeah, this is definitely manipulation. I think the thing I think about manipulation, it's like market manipulation only works when it's the little guys doing it. They only call it that. If it's the big guys doing it, if it's the rich, I mean, think about it. The entire crypto market, the way it works is the whales decide what waves to make. If you think back to March, I remember watching on the Bitcoin, I was looking at the Bitcoin chart in mid-March last year, and it was just under $10,000. And I used to follow this moving average thing where, one moving average, it was a moving average strategy where one moving average breaks above and then you long it there. And if it breaks beneath, you short it. And, after weeks and weeks and hours of back testing it on the Pine editor, I discovered it just doesn't work. It's just literally you'll have a negative balance at the end of every year. But I was just about to put in a long because the moving average I was following was just about to break. I mean, it just touched. And as soon as it touched the line, Bitcoin touched about $10,000 at that moment. And boom, it just collapsed. I mean, I literally watched like a falling star, this engulfing bearish candle. It just, and found out later that there were 2 whales that both shorted like 1,000 Bitcoin each or 10,000 Bitcoin each at $10,000. So literally these whales decided we're going to tank Bitcoin. And they shorted it all the way down eventually to $3,900, like $3,800 some dollars. And then what did they do? They bought it back. It's like that's market manipulation. But when a bunch of little guys get together to do something, I mean, in the long run, it's dangerous. But at the same time, I mean, I've been saying this since I started my channel. This has to happen. This has to happen. I don't know what the catalyst is. I said this long before there was any talk of a Telegram group that this was going to happen. So if this is the catalyst, I mean, if this catalyst takes it all the way up to 22,000 Satoshis and Bitcoin is still sitting at $33,000 or say $30,000, you're easily talking about a $7 XRP, right? But at the end of the day, to me, the SEC lawsuit was market manipulation. Almost a concerted kill of XRP's progress in the market. Vladimir, I agree. Will the future XRP market suffer? This is introducing several GME and AMC pump and dumpers into this market. Many will short sell. That's true. Yeah, that's actually why I stopped. Short-term trading. I stopped day trading because I mean those stop-loss hunters out there are just ruthless. I mean they just want to liquidate people. Exactly, Nino. It was so coordinated. It was like, what we're going to do is, I mean, especially when you think about, what was it, December 12th, when they gave us the free Spark token? It was like, we know we're getting ready to tank this. I think Ripple was part of the conversation. I think, I mean, maybe it's a conspiracy theory, who knows? But I think in the long run, the SEC lawsuit is good for Ripple because XRP was not meant for us. It's meant for the banks. And somehow they had to get it out of our hands and into the hands of the institutional investors like the banks. And so I think it's possible that the SEC and Ripple kind of conspired together to do this. And then they thought, but it's going to cost our retail investors a lot. So how do we reimburse them? And so they did the Spark token snapshot, and they gave us free Spark tokens. And I mean, if the Flare network actually does what they say it's going to do, if it's actually like Ethereum 5.0, like they're saying, Spark tokens could be worth a lot of money in the long run. We could look back in a year and say, yeah, they more than reimbursed us. Exactly, Nino. I think that's exactly what it was. A makeup gift for XRP holders. So even if XRP crashes, like even if the whole SEC destroys it, we've got bags full of free Spark tokens. But, you know, I think there's going to be a bunch of coordinated efforts to get the XRP tokens out of our bags and into the hands of the institutions. And at the end of the day, those of us who hold through all of that junk are going to be richly rewarded. Because if it's true, if the scenario I saw actually happens and XRP goes to like $185 by the end of this year, I mean, for me, that's worth holding my bags. Could be wrong. None of us know for sure. Could be absolutely wrong, but could be right. And at the end of the day, the risk is small because I've got the free Spark tokens. And also, you got to have a well-diversified portfolio. Like, I hope you guys are holding a lot of stuff, not just XRP. It really worries me when I talk to people who say, yeah, I'm 75% XRP or I'm 95% XRP. I really want to encourage people, dude, get some other stuff. Get some Zilliqa. Get some Theta token. Get some T-Fuel. Get some DOT. Get some ADA. You got to have some ADA. Cardano. Get some Litecoin. Do you know that there's going to be another? Actually, Litecoin is moving into great position right now. Oh, 9 minutes. Still got 9 minutes. I want to make sure and watch that. But I want to look at Litecoin for a second because Litecoin has been retracing, and it may retrace even more. I think I'm bullish on Litecoin for this year. I think Litecoin's going to do really well. And I think that this is a great buy-in point for Litecoin as well. So I'll show you these trend lines I drew for Litecoin. Let's see. All right, so here's what I see in Litecoin. Well, first of all, man, it doesn't like this, what do they call it, sidecar. I've got my iPad here next to my MacBook. Edelglez, did I say that right? Edelglez, 2003. It's okay if you don't have any Spark tokens because they're doing another free airdrop with Litecoin. Yeah, Eduardo, I agree. I don't think Charlie Lee should have dumped his Litecoin either, but I still see great potential for the future of Litecoin. So if you look at this, Litecoin started this channel back in August, and then it broke bullish out of it. I mean, it was already a bullish channel, but it broke bullish out of it and started this new one, and now it's broken bearish out of that. So it's in between one bullish channel and another. It's still bullish in the macro, but in the micro, it's kind of a, we're still seeing lower highs, right? So, at some point, we're going to need it to stop making these lower highs and to break above this line. And it's going to. I believe it will. But I think this is a good buy-in point, $129. I think Q2, we're going to see Litecoin start exploding once they announce, because 7 Masterminds, they have not announced the date of the Litecoin Spark airdrop. They just said Q2. Oh, yeah, 7 Masterminds. I've been waiting a long time for Litecoin to blast off too. I had high expectations for Litecoin back in 2017 and 2018. But I think what's going to happen is they're going to announce the dates for that. And once they announce the dates for that, people are going to start accumulating Litecoin. I mean, 2 things are going to be interesting. Number 1, what's the date for that? And number 2, how much Spark token are they going to give us for each Litecoin? I mean, it can't be 1-to-1 like it was with XRP. But how much Spark token they give us for each Litecoin is going to tell us something about the value of Spark token as well. I mean, they gave us 1-to-1 when XRP was, 40 cents? And so, who knows? Are they going to give us 1,000-to-1 or 500-to-1? They got to do more than 1-to-1 when it comes to Litecoin. And so once they announce that, if it's substantial, Litecoin's going to explode. I honestly think Litecoin's going to at least 10x between now and the end of the year. I think we're going to look at least a $1,300 Litecoin by the end of the year. So I've got some Litecoin in my bag. I've got some Bitcoin Cash. And this is a great entry point for Bitcoin Cash as well. I feel about Bitcoin Cash the way I feel about XRP, in a sense. Where's my BCH chart? Because, let's see. So you guys know how XRP is like for transferring money internationally. I mean, if you've had to transfer money internationally and you had to use SWIFT, you know how frustrating that is. I mean, it is frustrating as all get out. Nino, I've read we probably will get even more than 1-to-1 XRP Spark because of the non-supportive exchanges and people who haven't claimed their Spark if they use such an exchange. Really? That's cool. Mustafa, good question. I'll go to XLM in just a second. But this is, so I drew this trend line here. I saw that BCH was pumping. But this is an ascending, broadening wedge, which is a bearish pattern. So in the short term, it's bearish. And so then I saw it was kind of moving. I drew these lines back over here because I saw there were some resistance lines here. And it broke above it, touched the top of this wedge, and then kept, bouncing around here. And then it broke out bearish under there, and then it just kind of broke right into this channel tried to come back down and touch this support line, but then broke back up, and it's been kind of ranging in here. So I think this is a wonderful moment. I just picked up some more BCH yesterday or the day before yesterday because I think it's a great opportunity to buy BCH. I think BCH, but just as XRP is the best way to send money overseas, and I believe all the banks are going to start using it, right? I mean, think about it. Like, if you try to send $5,000 to Indonesia, it's going to cost 5%. It's going to take 3 to 5 days. And there's a lot you got to do. You got to have not only bank account routing number, but you got to have the SWIFT number of the bank that you're trying to send it to. All right. So it takes 3 to 5 days, and it costs 5%. What's 5% of $5,000 is $250. I could send you $5 million of XRP. It would arrive in less than 90 seconds, and it would cost 30 cents. Carl says we also get an equal amount of Y flare on top of that FLR, on top of the flare. For real. See, I need to get up on this more. Check out Flare on Twitter. They're going to support over 50 exchanges soon. That's awesome. 550 billion MCAP for XRP. Put it at $10. I think that's a realistic target. Mahmoud, you are my man. I think $10 is probably a realistic target. 3 minutes till close. Thank you. Let me get back over here and look at this. Where are we at? Probably 2 minutes now. 1 minute and 48 seconds. We're going to close that candle. Unless a miracle happens, we're not bursting over 50 cents, but 49 cents is close enough. 2 consecutive bullish monthly candles. One of them was an engulfing bullish candle, which is crazy. Yeah, I mean, we're going to look back on this period. This period here, we're just going to look back and say, man, that period just felt so overwhelming. But it was just a moment. It was just a moment. 1 minute and 8 seconds. Louis Stachow, where do you think XRP at the highest, will XRP be at the highest point in this action? Man, it's hard to say. I got you, Louis. It's hard to say. But I think it could easily break its all-time high of $3.50. I'd be surprised if it didn't break $3. I mean, I could be totally wrong. I don't want you to go out and like buy the crap out of it based on what I said. Because this, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Do your own research. 20 seconds. This period was, I mean, that's really what this was an accumulation period, Nino. Unactive. If you were to choose one crypto that would rise the most in 2021, what would you say that would be? So I think XRP, the monthly closed. We're just starting a new monthly candle, guys. So we didn't close over 50 cents, but very close to it. But the cool thing is we definitely closed above this line here. And this line here was a multi-year resistance point. So we're doing good, guys. Oh, I'm not even looking at the monthly right now. Where did I go? Sorry about that, guys. I was looking at the wrong chart. Unactive. If you were to choose one crypto to rise the most in 2021, what would you say that would be? I think XRP has the most potential. I think it's also the most dangerous. None of us can control the SEC. None of us can control the governments. I mean, I really think, of course, I put out a video that talked about why I think XRP will triumph over the SEC. 3 very simple reasons in that video. 1, XRP is not Ripple, so Ripple's not being sued. XRP is. Number 2, XRP is not American. 95% of it is bought and traded outside of the United States of America. And number 3, XRP is not a security. It's a utility token. Now, did they sell it as a security in the beginning? Maybe they did, but that doesn't mean it is a security. It just means they used it as a security. Hey, Carl, I got a question for you. Carl Wagner, do we need to do anything? So I was holding some of my XRP on Coinbase. I probably should do some research on this to find out, but maybe you could tell me. I was holding some of my XRP on Coinbase, but most of it was in my Exodus wallet. My question is, did I need to do anything to claim it on Coinbase? The Flare token. Lewis, my pleasure, bro. I hope for the best, too. Hey, thanks so much for the compliment on my voice. I appreciate that. I've been told I have a face for radio. Yes, yes, yes. Well, people, the monthly is off to a great start. It's dropped just a little bit. We're looking at 48 cents. I hope it goes back down to about 44 cents so I can pick up some more. Okay, thank you, Carl. Coinbase will drop it. Rambler, XRP since SEC is like timeline of humanity on Earth, only 0.002% of 3.8 billion years. Just a blip. Exactly right. Just a blip. Nothing more than a blip. Just a dash. Mahmood. I have a great news. The accurate price I was targeting for monthly close was 48.5 cents. Dang! It closed above near 50 cents. That was great. Excellent job. Excellent job, Mahmood. All right, folks. Well, I think I'm going to get out of here. I got to help my daughter with her homework. That was my wife texting me a few minutes ago. She said, hurry up and help your daughter with her homework before it gets too late. I don't know if any of you have kids in school. The seldom one, why are retailers not meant to hold XRP? Because the purpose of it is to be used by banking institutions. Oh, this is what I was trying to get to. So just as XRP is the #1 currency. Oh, and I was supposed to get to XLM a moment ago too. I totally forgot. So sorry. And NSK, hello. So, CJ Wrenches, yes. Carl said, yes, they will drop it in the Coinbase wallet. You don't have to do anything to get it. It's important that you self-custody your FLR or you won't get 100% of your YFLR at the drop date. All right, I'm going to have to look into that and figure out how to do that. K2 Medic, what other coins do you think will rise as a result of XRP rising? I have 4 daughters. Wow, bro, 4 daughters. K2 Medic. Okay, so I was listening to the blockchain backer yesterday said, all it takes is one more coin to blast off like Dogecoin did, and we are in full-on altcoin season. That's what the blockchain backer said. So if he's right and XRP takes off tomorrow over the next few days, everything's going to take off. Somebody asked whether I think XLM will follow XRP. My thought would be probably not immediately, but definitely eventually. My opinion about XLM. I think XLM is great to hold in case XRP is not the one. I mean, I think XRP has the best chance of being the one, but the reason why, somebody asked, why is it that retail investors were not meant to hold XRP? Because the purpose of it is to be used by banks the way SWIFT is now used, to transfer currency around the world. I mean, the other day I tried to transfer $22 of Ethereum from one wallet to another. And when I saw the price, the fee to transfer $22 of Ethereum was $16. That is nuts. But I could transfer $5 million of XRP to you for 30 cents. So, I mean, it's just like, it's the cheapest, fastest, and easiest way to transfer money from one place to another. And you could do it anywhere in the globe. All right. So BCH is the fastest for transactions, just like XRP is the fastest for transferring currency from one end of the world to the other. And so I believe BCH is going to be probably the #1 currency for transactions. And so that's why I think BCH by the end of this year is going to break $5,000. I think probably might even be closer to $10,000. And I think I'm looking within 3 years for 25,000 Bitcoin Cash. Easy art. No problem, broski. My pleasure. Financial bleach. Stellar, I think, will be later. I agree. So, Mustafa, I hope that answers your question. But the coins that I think are going to like explode this year are, I just bought some RSR yesterday. Yeah, RSR I think is going to do well because PayPal invested in RSR and they're going to integrate it into their system. Hoping for 0.355 overnight, then rocket. Take care, Rambler. I think I'll see you at 6. Go to bed, Guillermo. So listen, my trading group is live on Patreon. The gold cryptogenarians are going to be on a live Zoom call with me tonight at 6. We're looking at our trade accounts. We're setting trades. We're trading together. That's right, Rambler. I'm gonna go get my daughter's homework done. I'm gonna do it. So if you want to join us, check out my Patreon. Join up. Even if you just join up for 1 month, just to catch this trade and jump out, it might be a good moment for you. We'd love to have you in the group. All right, everyone. Be excited, but don't let this keep you up at night. Sleep in peace, wake in joy, walk in love. Thank each and every one of you for joining me. It is a pleasure. I'm still getting used to this whole live stream thing, so thank you for your patience as I'm still trying to figure it out. This is Cryptogenic, signing out.